Juneann Lewis Show. We're here to inspire you to your next level. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Juneann Lewis Show. Listen, today my guest is somebody that I truly do respect and honor. This man has done so many things. I truly feel privileged to have the honor to know him. It is Mr. Daryl Hych.
Hello, everyone. Hey, thank you, Juneann. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Truly.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Yes. And listen, I'm going to jump right into it. I want you to know Daryl is a man that has done things to change our community. I mean the African American community, as well as the brown and other people as well. Daryl, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from East St. Louis, Illinois. I've been all over the world with the military. Joined the military when I was right out of high school. 1 week out of high school, I was in boot camp. And I served for 28 years with the U.S. Navy, active duty and reserve time. And I tell you, it's been an honor to be able to serve our country, but even more so to be able to serve the people that I serve on a daily basis currently.
Yes. And Daryl, I know you said you've spent 28 years in the military, in the Navy. You came out, and upon coming out, at first you were planning to retire and get an RV.
Correct.
But that situation changed.
Yes,
Please tell us why that changed.
You know, retirement is a word that we use very loosely. However, I never retired. I just started something else, which means I started working on my passion. Retirement and working and going to do a job is something you do for everyone else. But right now, I'm literally working, and I love the work that we're doing right now, serving people, serving the community, and an RV would have just gotten in the way.
It would have gotten in the way, because I called you, and my producer called you a servant of the people.
Yeah, that is correct. That is correct.
And Daryl, you have done so much. You've started a magazine. You were with the NAACP. You now have formed the Hillsborough County Black Chamber of Commerce. Where do you see this ending? Because you're doing so much.
You know what? There is no end when you're doing things that you appreciate and love doing. The way I look at it right now is I'm in eternity, and nothing ends in eternity. So with that being said, there is no end.
There is no end. I want to do this. I want to show you a day of me following Daryl around, just catching a picture and a glimpse of his life. Let's see that. I want to start off by showing you Daryl teaching these underprivileged children entrepreneurship, and how impressed I was with how enthusiastic they are to learn what he's teaching and taking it to the next level to be able to change their lives and their families' lives.
If you want to go to Walmart, but there's no name, and you're saying, I'm going to go to that store, it's like, what store? You're not giving me enough information. So let's go to the next thing. What's the big word that begins with an E that all this is about? Entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? Building an executive summary from the business ideas that they came up with when they did this long, extensive list.
And you said they're going to a pitch competition?
Yeah, we're preparing them for end of the year pitch competition, which will be in August. They'll be right in here. They'll get up and they'll pitch their business idea. They'll pitch it as it relates to executive summary, feasibility, market study, all those pieces that you would find in a traditional business plan is actually what they're going to be pitching their business plan, business idea.
And your pitch age range from?
They're age from age 6 to 17. Age 6 to 17. Yeah.
And you said at some point to break them up?
Yes, and so what we'll do at an hour, we bring them all together from 6 to 17 in one class for the first hour. In the second hour, we'll take the older kids, roughly from 13 on up, and we'll take them in a different space, and we'll go deeper into the lesson plan that we're teaching them to get them better prepared to pitch their businesses at the end of the summer.
What have you seen in the difference in the children from the time you started teaching them to now?
The fact that they never heard this great big old word entrepreneurship, and now they can, out of the 25 to 30 students that are here, they can easily identify what an entrepreneur is. They can easily identify what feasibility is. They can easily identify what an executive summary is. They can easily identify what a DBA versus a LLC means. They had no knowledge of any of that before they came in this class. And that to me, we could close the doors and shut down the building. That right there is life-changing.
Daryl continues to make sure that he keeps small business people and the older generation updated with what's going on in our current society and with technology and what they can do.
ChatGPT just passed the bar exam. So if it's doing all these things for these folk that are in high level positions and things like that, then why in the football am I sitting down not using it? In ChatGPT is this thing that's called prompting. Prompting, prompting. And then there's even a job that is paying. As a matter of fact, let's do this real quick. Everybody go to your phone, pull up your phone, and go and pull up. Go to salaries.com. Go to salaries.com and put in prompting engineer. Prompting engineer. Go on, I'm gonna do it. See you looking at me. Prompting engineers and salary.com and tell me how much they're paying for prompting engineers. It's gonna knock you out the water like, what did it say? $375,000
For a prompting engineer? She said how much?
Put in prompting engineer salaries. So prompting engineering salaries. So let me help you get an understanding of what that means. All that actually means is, you know when you was little and your parents used to tell you make sure you ask the right question? That's all that job is. You got to know they're hiring people at a salary of $375,000 to just go into ChatGPT and ask the right questions. So when my friend here said, how do I know how to make sure I write the correct information for my grant? Listen, we're at the tipping spear of a change that we can be either in front of it and win, or we can be in the backdrop. Right now we got, like I said, 90% women in this room, right? So with that, 7 out of the 10 jobs that AI is replacing, women hold those positions. Now watch this. So if that be the negative, then what must be the positive? That means 7 out of the 10 jobs, and if you get ahead of it, you can be running this thing.
So I followed Daryl to the park where he was involved with dancing. Not this one. I don't think his skill level is here yet, but let's see what he can do.
Move it on up, hey, move it on up, hey, walk it to your left. Now bring it on back, hey, bring it on back. Kick, hop out in, now kick, step to your right, now slide with it, turn to your left with it, walk it to your right. Now bring it on up, hey, bring it on up, walk it to your left. Come on, bring it on back, hey, bring it on back.
Okay, let's move on from that. This is actually the president of the Hillsborough County Black Chamber of Commerce. And when I tell you, he created something, a forum for the people, not just for black people, for black, brown, yellow people, people of minority interests. So for that particular reason, I wanted to spend the day going around and seeing the things that this man do. I'm going to show you some of the things that he does. Before I do that, let me get him to tell you a little bit about himself.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Daryl Hych. I located here in Tampa in 2017, and when I got here in 17, I began just researching the ecosystem to see what was going on here in Tampa. But then fast forward several years, I began to realize that we did not have a black economic footprint here in the Tampa market. So with that frustration and with the various things that I see that is happening in the progressives, those majority population, I said, you know what? You're either at the table or you're on the menu. And for so long, we've been on the menu. So we created this platform, the Hillsborough County Black Chamber of Commerce, and we're building our own tables. So we will no longer be at this proverbial menu anymore.
Okay. And so you heard that there. And this has nothing to do with what color you are. This is about helping the economy in the way that it needs to be helped, because so many times we as black people, brown people, those other people go to places and hands and olive greens are not extended out to you. And look, that's the way our society was built. And so people haven't changed all the way. I'm proud of Daryl for being a part of that change. I'll show you what Daryl does on a daily basis, what he's doing here today to reach out to people. All right, guys.
But as I tell my board members and everyone that joins the chamber, figure out how you can best serve the next person. and that's what we're doing. We're handing out an olive leaf, just an olive branch, just like she stated. It's not handed out freely when you look at the majority population. So therefore, if we got to plant a tree that produces the branch that we need, that's what we're going to do. Thank
That's
you.
exactly what he's doing.
Hey Scott.
Hi there.
How's it going?
Pretty good today.
You know something?
Yeah, my dad.
So how do you volunteers to be a part of this outstandingness?
Yeah. So it is Father's Day.
So I said it would be a good activity.
So did they had an opportunity for volunteer fathers to come down and do this today?
Yeah.
How'd you find out about it?
Popped up in one of my feeds, maybe on Instagram, maybe on Facebook. Regulized it, didn't legalize.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, I'm the president of the Hillsborough County Black Chamber of Commerce, right? And we were just sitting there talking about the many things that take place down here. I would have never gotten an email saying that the Tampa because I'm not plugged into that. You know, and that's just about how you're plugged in and how you know it. And the algorithm is set up in your social media to tell you those things. So you just open up my scope of thinking to now begin, because I appreciate this. I appreciate the things that take place. But if you never know what's happening, Scott, you can't participate. And I was like, I need you to run this thing around. I mean, when a company that's a member of our chamber is having the simplest technical issue, virus or something, I need us to be engaged enough so we can get in there and rescue them and help our members out. Cybersecurity, the whole world. I need all our members to understand these spaces so that we can be successful and stop suffering so acute because of what we don't know. And that was my reason. I said it for too. Hey.
No, I do that joke all the time. Yeah, for the Juneteenth celebration, today and tomorrow, the museum is free to enter. Have y'all been to the museum before?
Never been.
Oh, no, welcome.
Thank you.
We have a lot of modern contemporary artwork, as well as a lot of Greek, Roman, and Etruscan antiquities as well. So a lot of really new art, a lot of really old art. Those middle centuries, classical, Baroque, Barocco, we don't.
Things in the Tampa market. We love to have members that are actively engaged, who are doing things, and that's you. Or if you know somebody.
I am filming. And did you ask him if he was the president of the United States? Yes, because you talked when he said so he was the president, right?
I am so far
Yes.
from the president of the United States.
So you would like to see a president that looked like him?
And even
Oh, wow.
lady just telling me to get out of here. Thank you all. Thank you. Like I said, we don't even know these free things are available on a Sunday. You can come down to the Tampa Art Museum at no cost. You got all of this happening versus you saying there's nothing to do. Tampa is rich with all kinds of things, and all you gotta do is just get attached to it and find out it's happening, man. I've never been here before, but guess what? I get an opportunity to come because it's free today. Listen, come over to Herbal Healing Nation and let the healing begin.
Amen. That's strawberries, lemon lime.
This is a strawberry lemon lime juice.
Yes.
I was waiting on you to give me the last one. Keep rocking. And, I got you. The flavor is very flavorful. And everyone that knows me know I don't like a lot of sugar, a lot of sweetness. This is perfect. Perfect for your palate. I wonder if it'll go well with a cigar. We're with the Hillsborough County Black Chamber of Commerce.
All right, Roger.
And we would love to have you come on board, join, become a member of the chamber, man. Our membership rates are $125 a year. Here's a list of information. $125 a year for a small business, man. We'd love to have you come on board, share your knowledge, your exchange, whatever it is that you say, hey, Daryl, I believe I can bring this to the table.
Okay.
Brother, bring it to the table.
Okay. I'm excited.
Come on.
Just so you can just know a little bit of what we do.
Our members get the proverbial black card. Okay. We give all our members a black card. Black stands for business leaders acquiring capital and knowledge. Okay. And you're a vet?
I am a vet.
What branch?
Army.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He probably Marine Corps.
Probably Navy.
Okay. Yeah, see, they Marine.
Thank you, sir.
2005 to 2009, a couple years.
Okay, that's what's
Yeah, I
up.
got hurt,
Thanks for
man.
your service, brother.
Yeah.
What were you saying next?
Overseas in Germany,
Okay.
and we did a little bit of Kosovo.
Among the many things that Daryl does, flying is one of them. And I truly do admire him for that because it's one of my favorites too. Daryl is making sure he conquers everything on his bucket list of life and living.
So we're building we're actually building a certified class and course where you're going to get your black certificate. I'm a Lean Six Sigma certified. I'm Scrum Master certified.
Okay, I did Lean.
And so with that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna call the accrediting body who gives them their certs, and I'm gonna ask them because my board members they're doctors, they're executives. We got great curricula. I said, what do I need to do to get our program certified? They said, well, meet these benchmarks. All right, bet. Here's the information.
Right? Say, listen, you join our chambers, right? You're going to get this information, but how do you validate that the growth that people are getting from their business, right, aligns appropriately with the organization?
So it's funny you should ask that because we hold these events that's called Let the People Speak. And we did 2 sessions to date, and someone asked that very same question. How are we gathering the information to determine if what we're doing is working? So we brought on he's out and about. We brought a membership chair on. And I said, I need you to be strategic in what you're doing and make sure that you reach out to you all to see if what we presented is quality enough and move their needle. Another thing, last week we brought our preferred bank in. I told the bank, I said, listen, I need you to close your bank. Bring your tellers into our event. And I need you to set up business accounts for them on the spot and give lending for those who qualify. They did it. People walked out of there with bank accounts. Some walked out with a business credit card. And some walked out with the loan that they was asking for.
Okay, we're going to watch Daryl try something else. Let's see how good he is at this.
Inspiration. Daryl, how many kids you got? And you can still move those hips? All right, let's see how long you can do. We got a bottle of water for you. All right, let's count down. 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2.
Hold on.
Practice.
Practice.
Okay. You warm up. I want you to look. Go ahead, Daryl. First daddy to do the hula hoop contest. All right, go. Practice. I want him to look. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. All right, are we ready to time him? Side to side. All right.
Side to side.
All right, here we go. Jay, the organizer. My girl. You want to let him practice one time? Elevating exposure worldwide, bringing cuttable events. Second annual Juneteenth Cultural Arts Celebration. Daryl's first up. Let's see how. Oh, we're going to challenge you already? All right, Daryl. The pressure's on. The pressure is on to see how long. I'll give you a free raffle ticket for those incredible bites. Oh, you gonna challenge? Two tries. The longest is 2 tries. 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, Daryl is not good at this either. So let's move on to something that he's good at.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I like the dreads.
Thank you. I like to just call it locks.
I'm old school. We call them dreads. So
Yeah.
locks has been that new graduated word.
Words are powerful.
Words are powerful.
Yeah.
You know, if you speak
This is
something,
my crown.
this is your crown that you speak. So, very good point. My pastor said many years ago, she said, be careful the things you say, because the things you say grab form in the atmosphere, and next thing you know, you see it happening. Because in the Bible, he said, in the beginning there was, and then it became, and now here we are.
Yeah.
All this likeness is basically because we spoke it.
So we found something that Daryl is good at. Besides his love for human beings and his humanitarianism. Yes, he's good at beating drums. So let's hear a little bit more and we'll end with this. Wasn't that wonderful? This man has done so many things. Daryl, it was a pleasure having you. And I'm going to tell you, I want you to come back on this show because there's so much we have to find out about Mr. Daryl. Look, one of the things we're going to talk about is the fact that you found out your family's last name. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, well, my family last name is very interesting. Last name is Hych, and I remember talking to my grandfather. He was 98 years old. My grandfather said that his grandfather's name was Rogers, and Rogers came over from Africa. And when he came from Africa to St. Louis, Missouri, he was put on the auction block, and the Hyches bought him.
Wow.
Well, I found the Hyches on Facebook,
Yes.
and we currently speak on a frequent basis through different private messaging and Facebook threads.
Wow. Well, listen, that's going to be our next one. We've got to have Daryl actually reuniting with one of the Hyches.
Exactly.
Would that be something that you'd like to do?
You know what? That would be interesting to be able to sit down and
Yes.
meet with them on a
Yes.
personal basis. Yes.
Yes, truly, truly. Well, I want to say thank you so much for tuning into the Juneann Lewis Show. We look forward to seeing you. We're going to be on, by the way, every Thursday at 2 p.m. It's going to be on the Juneann G. Lewis Show. And actually, that's JuneannGLewis.com. We're going to be on Facebook. We're going to be on LinkedIn. We're going to be on TikTok. And everything is Juneann Lewis. And we'll have that at the bottom there for you. But thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you again, my audience. We've had our sponsor. We've got to take time to share with this sponsor. This is the Seashell Queen. She sponsored us our cups. And so that's a wonderful thing. I'll tell you a little bit more about her. All right, then. Bye-bye. We're sponsored by the Seashell Queen Collection. The Seashell Queen Collection is making a big wave in the seashell and mermaid world, changing the way you view seashells and mermaids. You can contact them on seashellqueen.com and Instagram.